The London Underground, 150 years old, and its very symbol signifies a brand which is known all over the world. But how did what effectively are just trains gain the kind of fame which isn't shared by any other form of transport in the world, and also bring in millions of pounds a year? When Nick Beek's been finding out.
Her Majesty inspected the automatic controls of one of the line's 34 silver trains, then pressed the buttons which set the loco in motion.
By the time the Queen opened the Victoria Line in 1969, the Underground had itself become an institution. Not only had it carried Londoners to work for more than 100 years and provided sanctuary during the war, it had become, and remains, a brand recognised across the globe.
The London Underground, I think, is almost unique in that it has so much confidence in itself and in how it represents itself that it has, I would imagine, consciously chosen to stick with the branded designs that it's had for generations now.
We asked Michael Ward from the London Transport Museum which elements had made the Tube such a marketing success.
The roundel.
The Tube's logo, the roundel, first appeared in 1908 when the many companies operating the Underground merged.
It was a simple device to stand out very clearly on the system and to make sure that passengers knew where they were, and it was in a corporate and identifiable style. The map.
Out-of-work electrical engineer Harry Beck began sketching his masterpiece in 1931, based on an electrical circuit board. It was geographically inaccurate, but a huge hit with the travelling public.
And has since, of course, become not only a design classic, it's also become the language for London, and it has been aped and copied, perhaps, and plagiarised by so many other systems around the world. So it is one of London's true legacies to the world, is that absolute simplicity of communication. Posters.
This is the first art poster on the Underground from 1908. Thousands more would follow.
So posters had to do an important job: communicate, sell, warn, advise, and they were done in such a stylish way.
Style which also helped define the Underground brand. And of course it's a brand which makes a lot of money. The official keyrings and the mugs help bring in £5 million a year. While other great British brands have been reinvented and reborn, so much of the London Underground's identity has remained the same. Nick Beek, BBC London News.
OK, let's go over to Peter now, who's lucky enough to be in Greenwich tonight with all the stargazers. Pete.